A sedan can be a very practical and smart idea for a vehicle, but they can also be really boring. Not so much the case for the Subaru WRX. With rally car roots, standard all-wheel drive, and a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, matched to a slick-shifting 6-speed manual gearbox, a CVT is available as well, not on this one. The WRX is definitely not a boring sedan. I'm Joe from Scarff Ford. Let's talk about this 2018 WRX that we recently took on trade. Let's dive in. Nice color combination, nicely accessorized. The WRX has been a fan favorite for decades and decades. I'm no spring chicken, I'm about to turn 45, but in my early 20s, I bought this little game one day called Gran Turismo 2, which introduced me to the world of all these amazing Japanese vehicles. The Evo, the WRX, the Spoon Civic, I can go on and on. The Silvia, the Toyota Altenza, the list goes on. But luckily, games like that created interest in our country for exciting vehicles like this. So finally, in the early 2020s, Subaru decided to import the WRX into the United States. And I was one of the lucky few that got to drive one of the first ones. Me and my buddy who was gonna buy one, got to test drive one, and I was blown away. The 2002 WRX was a cool car, but it's evolved and gotten more powerful, larger, more sophisticated, more refined. And for the 2018 model year, the Subaru got a number of improvements. It got revised styling on the front end. They made revisions to the suspension, the infotainment system. Subaru is a much loved, yet can be kind of a quirky brand. One of its quirks, I think it's a positive, is their engines. A lot of 4-cylinder engines these days are inline 4-cylinder engines. Subaru, pretty much their backbone of their product line is powered by a flat 4-cylinder engine. So rather than the cylinders being plopped together in a straight line, they kind of face each other. You could also call them a boxer because they kind of push towards each other like two fists. They're also known as a boxer, flat 4. Another car company that uses a flat engine configuration is Porsche. The 911 has used a flat 6 for decades and decades. And I think supposedly, when Subaru first developed their flat 4 engine, that was one of the inspirations. Also, you know, the original Volkswagen Beetle, that used a flat 4-cylinder engine. The flat 4-cylinder engine is very unique as far as the way it's shaped. It's kind of a pancake flat shape, so allows for a lower center of gravity. It also allows for breakaway engine mounts. Due to its flat pancake shape, in certain frontal collisions, instead of the engine getting pushed inside the vehicle, which a larger form factor for an engine, a taller engine, wouldn't allow necessary for breakaway engine mounts, this one can get pushed underneath the vehicle in frontal collisions, not inside the passenger compartment. So it lowers the center of gravity, it makes it safer. Also, the flat 4 has unique sound and feel to it. They tend to have a lot of low and grunt. You know, you've probably heard plenty of Subarus and WRXs with a performance exhaust. I used to own one myself, 2002 Outback Sport. I love the way the Boxer sounds. This one's pretty quiet, but you could always accessorize it with an exhaust system if you want. The engine in this one makes 268 horsepower. It's really quick, fast vehicle. Yeah, obviously you can modify them and do things to make more power, but I think it's plenty fast, and that engine is happy being left alone. Sometimes when people modify these engines, it can definitely shorten the life expectancy and the reliability of the engines. We have a quad X-ending exhaust, nice aggressive look in the back, underbody diffuser. We have this nice tow hook. Little trunk mounted spoiler. This one also has some lowering springs on it to give it a little more of a stance aggressive appearance. With a lower center of gravity, generally these lowering springs can also improve the handling and feel. We have the rally mud flaps. Even though the WRX is a small, compact sedan, it's not too bad as far as back seat space goes. I'm 6'2". I had that front seat adjusted for my height. Plenty of room, plenty of legroom, plenty of headroom back here. Obviously, it's not like a luxury vehicle, but I'm plenty comfortable back here. And smaller kids and adults, they'll be absolutely fine. This one has the rain gutters, but worry not, it was never smoked in. I know sometimes people think, oh, I know why they put those rain gutters in there, but I used to smoke, so I'm very sensitive to smoke smells. I haven't smoked in a long time. This one definitely was not smoked in. I was actually the one who appraised this vehicle when we took it in on trade and before it was detailed, so it cleaned up very nicely. We have a moonroof. We have a automatic dimming mirror, integrated compass, universal garage door opener, great infotainment system, rear parking camera, We have another screen up here which you can configure, post different information. So obviously it's configurable, boost, oil temperature, all-wheel drive distribution, pretty cool stuff. This one has 74,141 miles. Nice flat bottom steering wheel, feels really nice in your hand. We have heated seats. And another fun factor for the WRX is a 6-speed manual gearbox. I love manual gearboxes. No better way to have a more intimate driving experience of your vehicle than having that mechanical connection of a manual gearbox and a clutch, that perfect gear change, that perfect rev match downshift, going through a windy, curvy road, winding through the gears, feeling the wonderful steering. This is a vehicle that's a great commuter. It's fuel efficient, but it's also a very fun vehicle. You can take it winter rallying when it snows out, put some studded snow tires on it. You can take it on some forest service roads. There's a lot of fun things you can do in this WRX. And yeah, it's a very practical everyday sedan. It's a family vehicle, but it's also a fun vehicle. Not too many other vehicles check off so many boxes. Well, thanks for joining me in this little walk around of this 2018 WRX. We're Scarff Ford. We've been in business 103 years. We sell new Fords, new Isuzus, and a very wide variety of pre-owned vehicles, as you can see. If you enjoy this content and are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.